All right, so looks like Bailey Zappe and Malik Cunningham have been cut. Obviously, everybody knows that by now. What are the implications to that? Right now, obviously, Mac Jones is the only quarterback in the room. That's an issue because I think Bailey Zappe right now, if I'm looking through all the cuts and who's available, he's basically one of the best active backup quarterbacks that's out there. So that is a gamble. I think, obviously, the Patriots do want him back. That would probably be the smartest thing, on top of the fact, which is, Malik Cunningham would also be a guy they want to bring back. Now, everybody's going to say, well, they don't, another team doesn't want to bring these guys in and get them up to speed. I don't always, if there's, like, for example, Malik Cunningham. The guy came in, and when he was playing quarterback for the Patriots, was he running the same plays Mac and Zappe were? No. He's playing, obviously, something that's more for his strengths. So, and he was capable of doing that just on his own talent and what his experience is. I can't imagine there's another team out there. Every single team's going to say, well, we can't do that for him. But we would like to have that as an option. Because why would I say that? Well, that's what the Patriots did. Yeah, the Patriots want to make him to wide receiver and, maybe some special teams or whatever they're going to do with him. But point being is, why can't other teams want that if the opportunity's there, right? I think there's enough there for him to make a 53-man roster and, again, because he can probably fill in a few roles on your squad. He's a valuable player. So if all the other team needs to say is, hey, we need this spot filled, and I'll also take the possibility of helping him out in these other areas. Now, Bailey Zappe being a problem because, like I said, he's probably one of the better backups who are available right now. And there's some teams out there that are running with only 2 quarterbacks, and right now, Bailey's dramatically better than them. And that's also like teams that are not only just try on a rebuild stage that might see maybe, hey, he can maybe develop into a starter, but then there's also guys, also teams that are contenders, playoff teams, looking to possibly take a shot at Super Bowl that don't have a strong backup that might be like, hey, this might be, if, quarterbacks typically miss at least 1 or 2 games each season. And if you're in that contentious of a division, you're gonna want somebody back there who can at least lead a team, and Zappe's shown he can do that. Although for only a few games, still. So this was a dice roll. Again, for the Patriots, the idea is, hey, we have a huge offensive line room right now. We need to get through today. We'll put a bunch of guys on short-term IR that are not ready, and we'll open up some spaces, obviously, on the 53 then, bringing back Zappe, and probably Malik will at least make it to the practice squad. If not, well, actually, he wouldn't make it. He would probably be the 3rd quarterback, which is now we have that rule. You can have 3 dressed for the game. You have emergency quarterback, so he would be there. That's obviously what everybody's expecting. The concern is there might be another team out there that just might want to take, you might have 2 teams out there that take either one of these guys, all right? So that being said, the other big issue, running backs, we only have 2. We have Zeke and Stevenson in the room. I'm sure that not all 3 of the guys who were waived or released, Ty Montgomery, Kevin Harris, and then JJ. JJ sounds like he's ready to possibly move on. I don't blame him. He's been stuck on the practice squad. I liked him. He looked, I've always been very, enjoyed watching him in the preseason. He brings a different type of style of play. So he would be a change of pace running back compared to the other 2 guys, Zeke and Stevenson. Kevin Harris would not be as much, but still seems to be a reliable running back. And then Ty Montgomery, I love when he's healthy, and that's the problem. So there are some questions at running back there, and will somebody else pick them up? I doubt it. JJ might have a shot, but we'll see. Anything else to go through? Tight ends. Right now we only have Henry and Gesicki. Yes, we have Ferkser, we have Sokol. I'm not sure about Scotty Washington, but There are 3 other guys who've been waived so far this year that could make it back. I'm sure we'll get them back there, at least one of them. So we'll have that guy to come up, but still a concern. And then corners. Now that, Speed is going in as obviously a special teams guy, and he's going to add some depth there at corner, but Bolden being out, still don't know what's going on with Jack. Jonathan Jones is still, who knows what's going on with him in terms of his injury, but I heard it was presumably a shoulder injury, but nothing confirmed there. Anybody else that we have to worry about in corners? Not really, but you're only a few injuries away, and then I guess some legal issues or whatever from going from being chocked full to being pretty thin. So we should be also keeping an eye on the waiver wire for Patriots making moves. There are some names out there, mostly rookies, that some of them were drafted, but mostly UDFAs. I will make note that in terms of the UDFAs, they're better than previous year's UDFAs. Guys who are, I guess you would say, late round draft picks, undrafted free agents. This past draft was kind of really good in the first round, second round, third's okay, but then there was a desert in that fourth, fifth round where there was a lot of guys you would say in certain positions it was strong, but there's that fourth, fifth, and even sixth round. There were guys that were essentially sixth round, seventh round talent that were being shifted up into the fourth and fifth and early sixth round that most of the time would not be there. But thankfully, there's also a lot of UDFA talent that were arguably sixth, seventh rounders. So there's some guys who are being cut that we should consider or keep an eye on. Big ones would be, well, the Jets are after us in terms of the waiver wire, or we're ahead of them. They're ahead of us. Zach Kuntz, big tight end, athletic guy, had a knee injury, but a guy to keep a note of. Starling Thomas, we should pick ahead of them. Starling Thomas, the fifth from Detroit. Again, a very fast, powerful corner. So if they're looking for somebody to pick up to replace Bolden in some way. Green Bay's got Kadeem Telfort, offensive tackle, big dude, 6'8", mid 300s. I think he's very raw. He's not a very super athletic, fast, powerful guy, but he's a big dude. And the Patriots did see him obviously at the joint practices, so keep an eye there. The Bucs have 2 guys that I would consider, especially if Malik goes, which is Cephas Johnson. He's a former quarterback in college. He's a rookie coming as a forward quarterback, but he also made the conversion, or is going to make the conversion, to wide receiver like Malik. He's like 6'5". He's a bigger dude. So it'd be interesting to see if he's somebody that they can pick up. Jack Coletto from the 49ers, tight end / fullback, H-back, and also plays on the other side of the ball at outside linebacker. Levi Bell from Seattle plays both interior defensive line, linebacker, edge. Really physical athlete, very raw, but again, if they're looking for help there in that defensive tackle area, which there's still, some questions there. Another guy I would really consider is Elijah Higgins from the Dolphins. He played wide receiver, tight end, a little bit of running back, H-back, fullback situation. So that would be a guy you can bolster multiple positions there. He's a bigger dude. Moves pretty well for his size. He's not tall, but he's a little heftier than those guys. One I would circle several times is Derek Parrish from the Jags. He's they have him listed as a tight end, but can play fullback, H-back, and was arguably statistically was a better pass rusher than Will Anderson until he got injured, I think, the second or third game of the year last year. So if his injury's looking well, I mean, he could be, a guy who's bringing a lot of versatility, and he's a freak athlete, super powerful and strong. Anybody else to really point out? Oh yeah, the Bucks also have Ronnie Brown, running back, comprehensive running back, good rusher, good hands. His pass pro, I don't really know. I mean, I'd have to watch it, but coming out of college, good stats, hard worker. The other guys that would consider, there's Deneric Prince from the Chiefs. He's interesting. I don't know about his pass catching or his pass pro too as a running back. Super strong runner though. They have Anderson Hardy, offensive lineman, that could be possible. Nico Remigio, played running back and slot receiver and a kick returner. Very shifty, kind of similar to Demario Douglas. They also have Truman Jones, who would be interesting. He's from Harvard. He can play inside and outside defensive on D-line. Good edge rusher. The Raiders, who are, I think, before us in terms of the picking, but they have McClendon Curtis. He's somebody I really liked. Can play offensive tackle and guard. Big, long arms, big, strong dude. Very similar to Ciso. Nathan East they have there. Dallas has Earl Bostic Jr., good guard. I know we have too many guards, but can possibly play some tackle there. Isaiah Land, Dallas, good edge rusher, very talented. Very similar to Josh Uche, very athletic. Somebody else. Pittsburgh's got two running backs that are solid. Xavier Valade from Pitt, and then Darius Hagans. So there's some guys out there. Other running backs to consider, sadly, is actually James Robinson. I know I'm concerned about his injury, but at this point, if we do get stripped of one or two more guys, at least the guy's been in the house, and he'll, add some depth, break the glass emergency. Leonard Fournette is still out there, I believe. Probably don't want to be paying what he's probably asking, but again, if we get stripped of at least one or two of these running backs, like JJ goes someplace, we might be in trouble. So, so that's it. There's a few other guys. There's plenty of other guys out there. Big names that we probably wouldn't be able to get would be Darius Rush. He got cut from the Colts. Anybody else that was really big? Oh, the Rams let go of Xavier Smith, but he'll probably be making it back onto the team. Trey Dean from the Jets, Travis Dye from the Jets is another running back. They're, again, ahead of us. Ryan Hayes from the Dolphins, offensive tackle from Michigan. He's an interesting guy maybe to pick up. Colts, Cody Case, another ahead of us. Oh, Caleb Hayes from the Jags. He'd be another guy. He's super fast and powerful. BYU. Yeah. But there's names out there. There's guys that are worth looking at. Brevin Allen, Andrew Farmer, both from the Chargers. Nathan East from the Chargers. Trevor Noask from Detroit. He's somebody they might be able to get. Jadakiss Bonds from the Green Bay. Cody Crest. He's been bouncing around a lot. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but he's coming off of Green Bay. Those guys are wide receivers. Yeah. Anyway, I'll end it there. Sorry for the long-winded going over all those names, but there's some names out there just in case, some people start picking us off, and we're pretty thin in the practice squad or 53-man in some way. Got to be prepared. And you might think that's crazy right now, but who thought this was going to happen? Not just one, but both of these guys not making it. And I guess Trace McSorley would be another person that you can bring back if there's an issue. I don't know. So we got about an hour before waiver wires are done. I'm not sure if this will be up in time. I hope it will be. I hope you guys at least found this at least educational. Please let me know what you guys think about what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure we'll get both these guys back, but what's the continuation plan? Let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching.